Hey guys, it's Allie, and today I'm going to be showing you all the binge I did at Book Outlet and other places, but like mostly Book Outlet because I was stressed about class starting and I had money. So naturally when I have anxiety, I just buy books. So it's a problem I'm still trying to manage. I'm about to put myself on like a permanent book buying ban until like further notice because I really need to tone it back. So I think that's what I'm really going to be doing. But let's go ahead and get into it. And the first two books I got are The Wrath and the Dawn and The Rose and the Dagger. These are the first and last book in the Wrath and the Dawn duology. I have read the first book, I have not read the second book. The series is based on 1001 Arabian Nights. It is so good from what I read in the first book. It has beautiful writing. I really enjoyed the storyline, the characters, and I am really excited to move on to the second book, so I am really glad that I decided to get both of these. I did get second and the third and last book in the King Chronicles series by Rick Riordan. This would be Throne of Fire and The Serpent Shadow. I have read this series before, but I just do not own them. I don't own the first book yet, but these were like really cheap on Book Outlet and they're gorgeous, so like of course I got them. And I just really love this series. It's one of my all-time favorites by Rick Riordan, but it is arguably my favorite series of Rick Riordan, and it's so underhyped. So many people have either not read this or they just don't think it's very good, but like it's just on Egyptian mythology, which is why I love it so much, because Egyptian mythology is like my favorite, whereas everybody else it's like Greek this, Greek that, and I'm just like, give me the Egyptian. Because I just think it's so fascinating. Like, I would love to take any mythology class centered around Egyptian mythology. I think it's just so interesting. But I am very glad to have got these. I also got the second and the third book in the Mara Dyer series, and I own the first book, and the third book is coming in the mail currently. It might not get here for a few days, so I just wanted to go ahead and film this. And that is The Evolution of Mara Dyer and Retribution of Mara Dyer. This series is very cryptic and thrilling. Like, it's very messes with you in the head. It's very psychological, and like it was freaking me out in the first book, which I flew through, by the way. I absolutely loved it, and I am like, I've been wanting to read this series for years, and like last year I read the first book in this series and absolutely loved it, so I am very, very, very excited to move on to the rest of the series. And the next book I was very disappointed with, unfortunately. I very seriously contemplated sending it back, and that is Frostbite by Rochelle Mead. Can you see why? It was supposed to be the original cover. That's what was pictured on the Book Outlet website, and it's the stupid new-ish cover. Them trying to get off with a new cover when really it's just the VA with the original cover in the background. Like, my gosh. This has no significance to it. I wanted the old cover, the old, stupid, awful romance novel-y cover. But I love this series, and I just wanted to try to collect this series because I really don't own any of them other than like, I think I own Spiritbound in the original cover, and that's at my house. But I have been wanting to reread this series for a while because I want to see if I still like it like I did in high school. I know that I really loved it in high school, but I think that I might have changed my opinion, and that's something I've been really wanting to do lately, as I've been reading a lot of books to see whether my opinions have changed, so that's something I really want to do with this series. This book I got from Book Outlet was These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. This is the first in the Starbound series, and it follows two characters who end up stranded on this planet, I believe. This is definitely futuristic, it's science fiction, and they end up coming from two completely different backgrounds, and they're forced to work together to survive. I'm pretty sure that's the plot of this. I could be wrong. I've not heard much buzz about this in years because this is like not new. So, but I have been dying to read this because I read the Illuminae series, the Illuminae Files series, and I freaking loved it, and Amy Kaufman was one of the co-writers in that, so I figured I would try to pick up more of her work. So I am very excited to get to this because I haven't read a science fiction novel in like forever. And the next two books I got from Book Outlet are The Bone Season and The Mime Order, which are the first two books in the Bone Season series. This is a series that I have heard definitely very mixed things about. Some people hate it, some people love it. I know that some people have a lot of issues with it in regards to possible Stockholm Syndrome and prisoners and all that jazz, but I have personally been very excited to read this. I think it sounds really interesting because it's dystopian and it's fantasy and it's thriller and yes please. So basically the Bone Season follows this girl named Paige Mahoney who is a clairvoyant, and clairvoyance in this society has been outlawed and her very existence could get her killed. Basically clairvoyance is in relation to the spirit world. She can talk to the spirit world. And one day she is attacked, drugged, and kidnapped. This is a series that I am really excited to finally get into, and hopefully I can start this very soon. And the last two books are ones that I actually got from Amazon, and the first is the first graphic novel that I have ever owned in my life and read. So that is Saga Volume 1 by Brian K. Vonneman, illustrated by Fiona Staples. This book, oh man, it made me feel things. It was so good. I just loved everything about it. Basically, this story it's a science fiction action type thing. It's definitely adult with adult content, and it follows two parents as they do everything they can to make sure their child has the best life that she can possibly have, and it hits me in the heart every time I think about it. I think it's such a heartwarming story, and I just love it so much. Not to mention the fact that it's absolutely hilarious. I love the writing and I love the dialogue between the characters. I just love everything about it, and the artwork in this is absolutely beautiful. Like, look at this. I just think that this is a book that everyone should read as long as you can handle adult content, because it is just absolutely fabulous. And the last book I got from Amazon was Cinder by Marissa Meyer. This is the first book in the Lunar Chronicle series, and it's the only one of the series that I did not own because I read a library copy of it when I originally started the series. Basically, this is a series of retellings of like fairy tale, a science fiction twist to them, and this one is obviously a tale of Cinderella, with the second book being Scarlet, and that would be a retelling of Red Riding Hood, Crest being a retelling of Rapunzel, and the last one, Winter, being a retelling of, I'm pretty sure it's Sleeping Beauty. And I am just so happy I finally owned this because it's looked so weird on my shelf to not have the first book, and my friend has been so frustrated because she wants to start this series and doesn't own it, but I never had the first book, so she couldn't start it, and now she can, so I am very happy to say that Emily can finally start this series. Now, in addition to the books, I did get some bookish related items this month as well. Two of those items would be bookmarks from Sasha Alsberg. These are absolutely gorgeous, if you can see it. I just love the artwork and the quality of these, and they're signed. And I just think that they are absolutely beautiful, they're nice quality, and they're really affordable. They were like $5 each, and do you see how big these things are? And they're signed, and they're beautiful, and why can't other people who make bookmarks price them this way? Because this is the most affordable thing I've ever bought. And in addition to that, I did also purchase the Shadowhunter Tarot cards, which I have been meaning to get for literally ever because everybody has them. I just never got around to getting them. Now I do. I just think that they are absolutely beautiful, and I am like obsessed with this artwork, especially because it's by Cassandra Jean, and she's like my favorite artist ever. I think she does absolutely beautiful everything. I just think it's absolutely beautiful, and I am so happy to finally have these in my possession because it's been a long time coming. I'm so obsessed with this series, and I'm so happy to have more merch. And there you have it. That was my Book Outlet Amazon bookish merch haul. what is something that you're really excited to purchase in the near future? Comment down below. I would love to know. And that is going to be it for this video today. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I got it. See that? Skill. Oh, no, I got it.